alien queen summoned me to her throne. I wasn't ready. The summons arrived at dawn, not through a polite envoy, nor through the structured channels of the Human Consortium treaties. No, the message came as a ripple in the air of my quarters aboard the orbital station. A sphere of shifting light appeared over my desk, shimmering like 1,000 colors melting together. It pulsed once, twice, and then formed into a sigil I recognized from forbidden archives, the crest of the Thalvanna Dominion, ruled by one of the most feared beings in known space, the alien queen herself, Captain Elias Rain. A voice purred, simultaneously inside my mind and echoing in the walls. The queen summons you. Refusal is not an option. The sphere collapsed. I stood frozen, heart hammering against my ribs. No human alive had ever been summoned to her throne. Some claimed her court was a myth, a legend whispered by smugglers who swore they'd seen her ships devour entire fleets. Others said she was older than human civilization itself. But I knew enough to realize one thing. The alien queen never summoned anyone without purpose. And whatever purpose she had for me, I wasn't ready. The beginning, the summons. I didn't pack. There was no time. Within the hour, a ship appeared outside the station, a living vessel, organic plating shifting like muscle and bone. It docked without request. Its maw-like corridor extended into the airlock. I considered resisting, running, hiding. But the truth was simpler. No station security, no fleet, not even Earth itself could protect me if the alien queen wanted me. I stepped into the living corridor. It closed behind me like a throat-swallowing prey. The ship carried me in silence. Its hulls glowed faintly with bioluminescent veins, and the air smelled of rain on stone. No crew, no escorts, just me and the sensation of being watched by 1,000 unseen eyes. Hours, or days, passed before the ship opened again. I staggered out into a vast chamber. The throne room. I had expected steel banners and military grandeur. Instead, the chamber was alive, walls pulsing with faint breath, pillars shaped like vertebrae spiraling to a vaulted ceiling of translucent crystal. And there at the center, upon a throne grown from bone and obsidian, sat her, the alien queen. She was not monstrous, as human propaganda described. She was terrible in the way a collapsing star was terrible, vast, commanding, untouchable. Her form was humanoid, but elongated, taller than any human, her skin pale like carved ivory, patterned with faint bioluminescent runes. Her hair fell in strands that shimmered like liquid metal in her eyes. Those eyes were galaxies inverted, black with sparks of violet flame. "You came," she said, her voice a resonance that stirred every nerve in my body. I didn't have much choice. I answered, though my throat was dry. Her lips curved. Choice is an illusion. You are here because you were always meant to be here. The middle, the trial of loyalty. The queen rose from her throne. The hall trembled as if the chamber itself recognized her movement. You, Elias Rain, captain of a human vessel Vigilant, soldier, survivor of the battle at Cassius Belt, betrayer of the consortium. The words cut deep. Betrayer? I clenched my fists. I fought for survival. The consortium left us to die. You know that? Her gaze pierced me. Yes, I know. That is why I summoned you. She descended the steps, every stride deliberate, predatory. Your species believes us to be monsters. They whisper my throne is a place where men are devoured. Yet here you stand, unbroken, scarred but unbent. I require such men. For what? I demanded. To serve, she said simply. The word struck like a blade. Serve her? Serve the alien queen, enemy of humanity? I shook my head. You'll have to kill me first. Her laughter filled the hall, low and rich. Death? Child, if I wish you dead, you would never have left your station. No, you will serve me willingly, or you will prove yourself unworthy. Her hand rose. A ripple spread through the chamber. From the walls, figures emerged, warriors clad in living armor, insectoid and sleek. Their eyes glowed the same violet as the queen's. 10 of them, encircling me. A trial, she said. Survive the night among my chosen daughters. If you endure, you will have earned a place at my side. If you fall, mercy will be swift. My heart thundered. The warriors raised their weapons, blades grown from their own bodies, organic whips crackling with energy. I had no armor, no gun, just my will. The queen returned to her throne, eyes alight with cruel anticipation. Begin. The night among her daughters. The first warrior lunged, whip lashing like lightning. I ducked, the crack burning across my shoulder. Pain seared, but I rolled, grabbing a shard of bone that jutted from the floor. Primitive weapon, but it would have to do. The next came, her blade thrusting toward my chest. I sidestepped, jamming the shard into her side. It pierced shallow. She hissed, not from pain but exhilaration. They didn't fight like soldiers. They fought like predators testing prey, circling, taunting, striking in bursts. Hours blurred. I bled. Cuts lined my arms, my ribs, my back. I fought not for victory, but for survival, dodging, countering, using the chamber itself as shield. I learned their rhythm, their hunger for challenge. By what felt like dawn, four of them lay incapacitated, twitching from their own overexertion. The others still circled, but slower now, wary. Then the queen rose. Enough. Her voice froze them mid-motion. They stepped back, melting once more into the walls. I collapsed to one knee, chest heaving. Blood dripped onto the living floor. The queen descended, her gaze unreadable. She crouched before me, her hand lifting my chin. Her touch was cool, almost gentle. You did not win, but you did not break. That is enough. Her lips brushed my ear, a whisper like a blade sliding into flesh. You are mine now. The revelation. Days followed, or perhaps weeks. I was kept within her court, not as prisoner, but not as free man either. She spoke with me often, probing my thoughts, unraveling my memories, and I began to see truths I had never been told. The Dominion was not the monstrous empire humanity believed. It was ancient, yes, older than our species, but its wars were not born of cruelty. They were born of necessity. Their worlds were dying, consumed by a plague of entropy. The Queen's power held at bay, but barely. We devour, she explained one night as we stood upon a balcony overlooking a sea of stars. Not because we desire conquest, but because it is the only way to survive. You humans call us monsters. Yet what would you do if extinction clawed at your throat? I had no answer, because I knew humanity would do the same. That night, I understood why she had summoned me, not merely as a soldier, not as a servant, but as a bridge between her dominion and humanity. You will be my voice, she said, her eyes shimmering. Your people will not listen to me, but they will listen to you. And through you they will kneel. I should have felt rage, fear, betrayal of my own kind. But instead, I felt something I had not expected. I felt drawn to her. The queen was not merely powerful. She was magnetic, a storm given flesh. She had seen centuries, borne the weight of entire civilizations. And in her gaze, for the first time, I felt seen, not as a pawn, not as a soldier, but as something more. And that terrified me. The ending, the choice. The day of decision came swiftly. A human fleet arrived at the edge of her domain. My fleet, the consortium's. They had traced my disappearance, perhaps even guessed my location. Their orders were clear. Eliminate the queen and the Dominion. The throne room shook with distant bombardment. Her daughters ready for war. The queen turned to me, calm even as destruction rumbled. Go to them. Speak for me. Convince them to stand down. If you fail, they will all die. Your people, my people, everyone. This is your purpose. My chest tightened. She was asking me to stand between two titans, humanity and the Dominion, and choose. If I returned to my fleet, they would brand me traitor. If I stayed, humanity would curse my name forever. But if I did nothing, both sides would burn. I remembered the night of the trial, her hand lifting my chin. You are mine now. And perhaps she was right. I stepped onto the balcony, activating the comm link she had given me. The fleet appeared in the distance, their ships bristling with weapons. This is Captain Elias Rain. I spoke, my voice echoing across channels. I stand with the Queen. If you fire upon me as well. There was silence, a terrible, endless silence. Then, static, and the voice of Admiral Ceres, my old commander. Elias, what have you done? I've seen the truth, I said. She is not our enemy. She is our only chance. If humanity cannot see that, then perhaps humanity is not worth saving. The fleet wavered. Some ships broke formation, unsure. Others primed weapons. Behind me, the Queen's hand rested on my shoulder. Her whisper coiled through my ear. You were ready after all. The choice was made. Whether humanity would damn me as traitor or hail me as savior, I had bound myself to her throne. And in that moment, as the stars trembled with the weight of impending war, I knew one thing with absolute certainty. The alien queen had summoned me, and I would never be free again.